Okay, boys and girls, this is Can You Beat Pokemon Without Getting Hit? And this is the video that when I watched Small Ant's video, everyone went in the comments and was like, okay, now watch this one. Like, this is crazy as well. Watch this one. This one's absolutely insane. So I'm doing this. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for you. You guys wanted this, and we'll see it right now. All right, we also got chat here. So, all right, here we go. And I'm also gonna shiny hunt while we do this because why not? Here we go, boys.
And welcome back to VG Myths, the online internet video game TV show that is, yes, completely 100% serious right now. Pokemon Red and Blue are the classic monster collecting games that started
Wait. Did he say TV show? This is a TV show. It's an online TV show. Doesn't that kind of like... It sounds a bit weird.
A media franchise in human history, and yet not once has anybody ever actually tried to be good at them. Let's fix that, shall we?
Okay, he's got jokes. He's got jokes. Okay, I think we're gonna like this one, chat. He's got jokes.
Can you beat Pokemon without getting hit? First, let's define the rules.
Okay,
our goal
rules.
is to beat the entirety of Pokemon Blue on official hardware without any of our Pokemon taking a single point of damage for any reason. Status ailments themselves are okay, but taking damage from one is not. And, of course, causing damage to ourselves via moves like Self-Destruct and Substitute is also a no-go. To complete the run, we must collect all 8 badges and defeat the Elite Four. Wrong warping to the end credits isn't gonna cut it. The run is officially complete after dealing the-
Can you imagine if the entire video was set up and then he just like glitched into the Elite Four and he was like, yeah, we did it, guys. We did it.
Final blow to the champion. Of course, given the length of the run, saving the game is allowed, but save scumming is banned. We're not allowed to turn back the clock to undo any badly made decisions. If a mistake is made, we have to live with it or die with it. If at any point we take a single point of damage, the run is entirely forfeit. We must delete our save file and start the game over from scratch.
Oh
and
my
one small
God.
important note.
That's
I'll be covering
like
most events
that's
in
like
chronological-
Small Ant's run on steroids. When Small Ant did it, he went back to the last gym, but he's deleting the entire save and starting again from scratch. That's brother!
Order, but for the sake of keeping things coherent, I'll be jumping around the timeline a bit. When my Pokemon wibble wobble between level 5 and 500, that's why. With the rules set, it's time to start our Pokemon journey. And of course, immediately after choosing our first Pokemon, you reach the game's first roadblock.
Hello internet users,
Yeah,
my
good
name
luck.
is Patterrz, and apparently I'm the anthropomorphized representation of Pokemon challenge runs.
Patterrz. Now I've seen his videos before. He makes good videos too. He does a lot of cool stuff like trying to soft lock yourself in certain areas of Pokemon games so that you physically cannot leave it. Because there's ways that you can finagle yourself into certain areas and then force it so there's literally nothing you can do to continue the game from there. He's pretty...
Here to ruin Game Champ's day by reminding him of the unfortunate reality that he is in fact bad at video games.
Damn.
Immediately after choosing your starter, and before you're even capable of gaining a single experience point, you have to have a one-on-one battle with my own hand-picked starter. Since both the player's Pokemon and my own are essentially still babies, one-hit KOs are impossible. This run is dead before it can even get off the ground. You'd have to get outlandishly lucky to get through unscathed.
You'd have to get outlandishly lucky to get through unscathed. All right, yo, make predictions. How many attempts is this gonna take?
442 and a half.
I'm assuming, like, it's gonna take him, like, 15 attempts. Or, like, a solid, like, 20 minutes of playing, something like that.
While that may be true, there's a surprisingly simple strategy that gives us the maximum chance of success. Squirtle only knows Tackle and Tail Whip. Tackle only has 95 accuracy, and Tail Whip merely lowers our defense. Charmander, meanwhile, comes with the best starting attack move, Scratch, with 100 accuracy. We just need to keep resetting over and over and over until Squirtle finally wastes its turn about 6 times in a row.
That sounds like it's gonna take forever. Are you even certain that this run is the best idea?
Nope! I am fully aware that this is a terrible idea. And that's why, instead, I'm temporarily throwing Pokemon Blue in the trash for a casual playthrough of Pokemon Stadium 2.
Yeah, boys! We're just gonna play Stadium 2 instead. Here we go!
Ever so coincidentally, this is in our best interests. Pokemon Stadium 2 contains the ultimate secret weapon for the no damage run. After beating about half the game, you unlock the Dodrio Game Boy Tower, capable of running the Game Boy games at quadruple speed. Remember?
Oh, he's using speed ups without emulators. You could have just used an emulator, to be honest.
When I said this run was being done on official hardware, just because it's officially supported by Nintendo and Game Freak doesn't mean it's not literally made of cheese. Thanks to this game, we're able to accomplish the Herculean task of playing Pokemon and having a life at the same time. It takes less than a minute to get back to the rival after each reset. Within half an hour, you're likely to see a perfect matchup. Punching Asprey in the face 6 times in a row to officially get this run started.
Oh no, and here I was thinking that you would faint after one more tail whip.
You're not quite out of the setup phase yet. You'll have to.
I can imagine him sitting here like you've used Tail Whip 5 times, and he's like, okay, now Squirtle, use Tail Whip.
Do one more roll of the dice, about a 1 in 3 chance to catch a Rattata. This Rattata, dubbed General Squeaks, will be our main Pokemon for the rest of the run. It evolves into Raticate, having both a great attack and speed stat, and a move learn set that keeps it useful both in the early game and the end game. In particular, Quick Attack is an extra priority move absolutely required to make this run feasible. If an opponent uses Quick Attack, they will always attack first unless we use Quick Attack ourselves.
My god, he's level 30 already! No, that's interesting though, Raticate being like the main player. That's not what I expected. Like, literally anyone apart from Raticate would probably be what I would expect.
Effectively forcing us to use Quick Attack against every opposing Pokemon that also has Quick Attack in its own learn set. Now that we finally have a run that both gets past Asprey and catches a Rattata, we have enough options to transition into a much more careful, much more boring playstyle. For the rest of the game, we're going to be over-leveling our Pokemon to the point they're able to one-hit KO all required opponents. Except for specific exceptions like Quick Attack, the Pokemon with the higher speed stat moves first in battle, and our opponent will be forced to forfeit their turn if they're a dead corpse. But don't start bowling over just any wild Pokemon for EXP. Believe it or not, Caterpie is an absolute nightmare. Even if a move has 100 accuracy, it's still not a guaranteed hit thanks to a programming error dubbed the 1 in 256 glitch.
Yeah, did you know that, chat? That even if a move is supposed to have 100% accuracy, there's still a very, very, very small chance, just in Generation 1, that the move can still miss. I don't know if that applies to Swift, though, because it's one of those never miss moves. I'm not really sure if that's the same.
When checking if a move hits, 100 accuracy moves are given a value of 255. When attacking, the game rolls a random number between 0 and 255. If the random number is lower than the move's value, the move hits. Unfortunately, 255 is not a larger number than 255, meaning unmodified 100 accuracy moves have a hit rate of roughly 99.61%.
Bro, Generation 1 is held together with sellotape and just hopes and dreams.
0.39% might seem astronomically low, but keep in mind, the more times we roll the dice, the more likely it is to come up tails at least once. To put things into perspective, even with all the strategies I'm about to explain in this entire video, the odds of finishing a playthrough without witnessing the 1 in 256 glitch during a required battle are only about 67%. If we were to add on any extra risk during wild Pokemon training, the odds of a successful run would quickly approach 0. Thankfully, as long as our Pokemon has a higher speed stat than our opponent, running away is 100% guaranteed. Additionally, Viridian Forest is home to Metapod and Kakuna. Both of these Pokemon—
Oh my god, he can only fight Metapod and he has to get them up to like basically level 100. Oh, bro, that's a nightmare. He can— I can't imagine how long this grinding is going to take. I wonder if he like kept track of it.
Harden, which doesn't deal any damage whatsoever. Our first short-term goal is clear. Burn Viridian Forest to the ground. Be warned, even at 4x speed, this is going to take you a couple days. In real time. Flamethrower is a 100 accuracy move with high attack power, and by the time we learn it, our stats will be high enough to one-hit KO all of Brock's Pokemon in the Pewter City Gym, earning us the Boulder Badge.
Brock's sitting there like, wow, this trainer has no gym badges. I guess I'll go easy on him. All right, Onyx, use Is that a Charizard? Oh my god!
Then we immediately went back into Viridian Forest to grind up Metapod for General Squeaks. We're not done until they're completely extinct. The path to Mount Moon features several trainer battles against opponents that might potentially know Quick Attack. Flamethrower simply isn't fast enough. Of course, only take out the trainers that explicitly block the path, and simply walk past any that are optional. Also, pick up Water Gun in Mount Moon and teach it to General Squeaks. This will let us—
This is the dumbest thing of all time. A rat can learn how to blow water out of its mouth. What's going on with that? That's ridiculous.
Take out higher level rock Pokemon without having to train up Sieve any further. And keep in mind, Cerulean City is located just past a one-way ledge.
That's right, and before you can leave the city, you'll have to rematch me. This time, I have a level 18 Pidgeotto, complete with Quick Attack. You'll need Eradicate around level 40 to guarantee a one-hit KO.
But you might miss.
Since there are no Metapod or Kakuna in the grass west of Cerulean, you'll have to do all of that grinding entirely within Viridian Forest, which you did, and now I'm thoroughly punched in the face. Ow.
While there are still a ludicrous number of required battles
I love this
blocking the path,
commentary.
none of them will be quite as buff as that Pidgeotto until after we unlock a new, safer, and faster source.
His like source of like dry comedy like really appeals to me. It's fantastic.
Experience. Beeline for Vermilion City, grab the bike voucher, then backtrack to Cerulean for the bicycle itself. It's time for phase 2 of our training regimen, Leg Day. South of Cerulean is the Daycare Center, at which you can leave one Pokemon.
Daycare
This
boys.
Pokemon will gain exactly 1 experience point per step the player takes. Using the bicycle and the Dodrio Game Boy's extreme speed, this is the absolute fastest, safest, and easiest grinding method available to us. Head to the underground tunnel,
And
throw
so
on your
much fun
headphones,
as well.
pull up your favorite
Ooh, that was a
workout
voice crack,
playlist,
Jesus.
and bike for a couple days. As always, I literally mean a couple days. At level 61, I was finally brave enough.
I think he streamed this entire thing too. From what I was aware of, like, I'm pretty sure he streamed this, like, whole playthrough. A stream of just going up and down on a bike forever. Like, I can't imagine doing that. It'd be like a stream of just encountering Pokemon over and over and over and over and over again where nothing else happens and you just encounter Pokemon over and over and over again. That sounds terrible.
enough to enter the SSN and punch Asprey in the face for the Cut HM.
That wasn't very nice of you.
Before we could use Cut,
love
we
this
also had
humor.
to beat
So
Cerulean
good.
Gym where Calamity struck.
Quick attack, and I'm gonna move
Yep,
quick
there he
attack
streamed
to the
it.
front. Now
No.
quick attack is the
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
What?
Oh no, the 1 in 256 chance, bro.
What?
The 1 in 256 chance, no.
Are you? No!
This is a nightmare, man.
No!
Is
No!
he gonna get? Is it gonna attack him though? Is it gonna attack him? The Goldeen might not attack him. It might not use Horn Attack. It might use like I don't know, Supersonic and miss.
Oh my god!
Goldeen can still
oh my
miss
god!
as well. Goldeen can still miss.
Yes!
Tail Whip!
Yes! Yes!
I've never been so excited for someone else to use Tail Whip.
Yes!
Oh my god!
Oh
He
my
choked!
God!
He choked! He choked, chat! He choked!
After that brush with death, we obtain the Cascade Badge and earn the right to use Cut, but first, we need a Pokemon that can actually learn it. While Charizard is technically capable, any Pokemon that knows an HM can't be put in the Daycare, and I didn't want to force
Wait, any Pokemon that knows a HM can't be put in the Daycare? The hell? That's the... I didn't know that was a thing. That's weird.
forfeit the option of leveling up Sieve if I didn't have to. There are wild Kakuna just above Cerulean, so we grabbed one of them and swap trained in the same location until it evolved into Beedrill. Before entering Rock Tunnel, I'd also like to grab Flash. While Flash is technically optional, I opted to assume if I didn't use it, I'd manage to accidentally bump into every single trainer like an idiot. There are just enough non-dangerous
No, listen, if you can plan out your entire run like this, if you can plan out every single aspect of your entire run, you can map out a cave. Like, you can't leave that up to chance of randomly bumping into people.
wild Pokemon for us to catch, including an Abra we can teach Flash. Once you've decimated the last trainer in Rock Tunnel and reached Lavender Town, I've got awesome news. This is the Damageless Run's breaking point. Just south of Lavender is an NPC ready to give you a TM for the savior of the run, Swift. Up to this point,
so.
absolutely every time we attacked an enemy, we opened ourselves up to the 1 in 256 glitch. Swift, however, has a special gimmick. It always hits. Rather than simply having 100 accuracy, Swift goes one step beyond and throws the accuracy check in the trash, thus bypassing the glitch entirely. Give it to General Squeaks for a 100% safe method of attacking most wild Pokemon and trainers. Of course, this only applies if we're strong enough for a guaranteed one-hit KO, the opponent doesn't know Quick Attack, and the opponent isn't a ghost. For ghost Pokemon, I taught Raticate Dig, an extremely high-power move that also happens to be super effective. Don't worry, while this does technically mean giving our opponent a turn, our opponent's ghost Pokemon will never know any moves
Yeah, they
that are
can't
capable
do
of hitting
anything
an
to you.
underground target. It's
You're
required
fine.
to get the Sylph Scope and Rocket HQ to identify and defeat the Ghost Marowak in Lavender Tower, but required is in quotation marks. Instead, stop by Celadon's Mall and buy a Pokédoll. As anybody familiar with Pokemon speedrunning is already aware, the devs were asleep at the wheel while programming the Ghost Marowak. The Pokédoll
The devs were asleep at the wheel when they programmed the majority of this game, let's be honest.
allows the player to run away from wild Pokemon with 100% success, and despite being a required story battle, Ghost Marowak is legally considered a wild Pokemon. Turns out running away like a little sissy baby is a 100% valid method of soothing Marowak's wayward soul, letting us safely
Speedrun
murder
tactics,
Team
bro.
Rocket and
Speedrun
obtain
tactics,
the
dude.
Pokeflute. While in Celadon, stop by Game Freak's HQ to politely borrow Nathaniel Bandy, buy a Thunderstone, evolve him into Jolteon, and
Nate
immediately
Bandy.
pawn him off to the daycare center. Don't worry, Nate, we'll take you back out in a week or so. Head west to grab the Fly HM, wake up Snorlax, and run away like a little sissy baby, forcing Snorlax to dematerialize out of existence. You can get through the entirety of Cycling Road without triggering a battle by hugging the right wall, thus reaching Fuchsia City.
Nice. The coward's way out. The best way.
Safari Zone here is absolutely essential, both for the required HMs, Surf and Strength, as well as offering a great variety of catchable Pokemon without any risk of taking damage. These include Mayro the Doduo to teach Fly, Nick Robinson the Kangaskhan to teach Surf and Strength, and most importantly, Etika the Nidorino, who will be absolutely vital in the endgame. Unfortunately, we're not actually allowed to
Etika.
surf until beating Koga's gym. Koga has a level 43 Weezing with massive defense. Overpowering it with Swift is going to take even more massive attack power. But rather
We
than
need more
going back
attack
to the
power,
daycare
boys.
center, we can multitask with a better option. Mug the entire world. We're gonna
All right, boys. The plan is clear. We need to mug.
Everyone!
need a lot of cash in the near future, and it just so happens trainers drop their wallet in fear after murdering their Pokemon. Keep a strategy guide handy to see what every trainer has in advance. If they don't have a Pokemon that knows Quick Attack and they're decently lower leveled than us, Swift will be a guaranteed team wiper, building up both Raticate's stats and our bank account simultaneously. This also
Nice.
gets a few of the gyms out of the way. By
Multitasking.
now, they're total pushovers. After obtaining most of the world's wealth, I still wasn't quite as powerful as I wanted, so I started training against the
That's Jeff Bezos. That's literally a quote from Jeff Bezos. After obtaining most of the world's wealth, I still wasn't quite as powerful as I wanted to be. So,
wild Pokemon just outside of Fuchsia until level 95. This is high enough to beat Koga as well as Asprey and
95?
Silph.
Oh, cool. I
Jesus.
lost again.
Important note, we're reaching the threshold where boss battles have Pokemon too beefy to beat with Swift. You'll have to risk the 1 in 256 glitch by using more powerful moves. Nevertheless, with all that done, we now have access to the final and best training location for General Squeaks in the entire game, Seafoam Islands, where we train
at
for
Seal.
2 friggin' levels. With General Squeaks at level 100, raid and nonchalantly curb stomp the final gyms. With the 8th batch
you said raid there, and I thought it was gonna transition to a raid ad.
in hand, we've officially earned the right to enter Victory Road and fight the Elite Four. It's time for the absolutely final grinding session, and
Bro, if he
it's
gets
a
hit
big
now.
one. By this point, we'd been streaming for 9 total days, the vast majority of that time spent grinding, and it was finally too much for me to
Jesus.
handle. No joke, this run was causing me actual, literal, recurring nightmares, where I do something embarrassingly stupid like take damage by stepping on a thumbtack. And in my disoriented dream state, I convinced myself that even though I only imagined getting hit, imagined damage is still technically damage and thus forfeits the run. In the interests of getting this run over as
still
fast as
technically
possible so I can
damage.
both get this video out and manage my stress, I chose to do the rest of the daycare grinding off stream in a more peaceful environment. I can only hope you all trust I didn't immediately jump into a horde of Caterpie as soon as the camera was off. I also trust that you agree with me that imaginary thumbtacks don't count as a hit.
I don't know, chat. What do we think? Imaginary thumbtacks? I don't know, man. It's up in the air. The jury's still out on that one, guys. The jury's still out on that one.
Several days later, on November 29th, 2019, I booted up the stream for one last time.
219
This is the
hours.
finale. Our final team
Christ.
consists of only 3 Pokemon. General Squeaks, the level 100 Raticate, with
Let's go,
stat
Squeaks!
EXP maxed or near maxed from training, knowing the moves Swift, Bubble Beam, and Dig. Nathaniel Bandy, the level 100 Jolteon, given a full helping of 10 Calcium to boost his special stat.
He went straight to level 100 on this thing.
And knowing the move,
I mean, you got to, though. No,
and
you got to.
finally, Etika, the level 79 Nidorino, given a full helping of Carbos to boost his speed stat, and knowing the move, Horn Drill.
Wait, you didn't evolve it?
Yourself with an arsenal of X accuracy, X speed, ethers, and the Pokeflute, and you are finally ready. Walk into Route 22 to catch up with Asprey for the penultimate battle.
And this one is really just a formality, since I unfortunately suffer from good AI. Any trainer with good AI will prefer moves that are super effective against the player's current Pokemon. Nidorino is a pure poison type, and my Pidgeot knows Agility, a psychic type move that does absolutely no damage.
That's not good AI. I mean, I understand, like, it prefers moves that are super effective, that's fine. But spamming Agility is not good AI.
Regardless, Agility is still technically super effective against poison, meaning I'm legally obligated to use it on every single turn, no matter how incredibly obviously stupid this strategy is.
While Pick Asprey is busy doing literally nothing, we can set up the ultimate unbreakable combo. Use X accuracy and 6 X speeds, then take down Pidgeot with one of your standard attack moves. X accuracy is absolutely ludicrously broken. Rather than simply raising the accuracy of our moves, it causes them to skip accuracy checks entirely, similar to Swift.
Ridiculous.
This even applies to Horn Drill, a move that has low accuracy but always one-hit KOs on contact. Once
Generation
the combo
1
is
is
set
so
up,
broken.
Pick Asprey has effectively already lost the entire battle. Horn Drill will drop every one of his Pokemon as soon as they show up. Take your victory lap through Victory Road and prepare yourself for the final battle. Restore your PP at the Poke Center, make sure Etika is at the front of the line, and walk through the doorway to your destiny.
And immediately take damage, have to reset the run, back to the beginning, boys, here we go.
Remember, save scumming is banned. There's no turning back. Tonight, you'll go down in history as either the ultimate champion or the ultimate failure. Lorelai's Dugong, as I'm sure you're already aware, will always try to counter Nidorino by falling asleep. It doesn't work. Set up the Horn Drill combo to take out her entire team risk-free. Remember to use an Ether immediately after to restore Horn Drill to full and swap Raticate into the front slot. Bruno isn't gonna be so easy. Use Bubble Beam on both Onix, Swift on Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee, and swap to Jolteon to overpower Machamp with Thunderbolt. Against Agatha, you'll have to swap between Raticate and Jolteon every turn. Put Jolteon in the lead, Thunderbolt Swift, Thunderbolt Swift, Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt Swift! Thunderbolt Swift! Thunderbolt Swift! Thunderbolt!
Finally, it's Lance's turn. Thunderbolt Gyarados, then swap back to Etika to trick Lance's Dragonair into spamming Agility and Horn Drill combo the rest of the fight. Pidgeot no longer knows Agility, so keep Nate in the front slot. Use one more Ether to refill Horn Drill and walk through the doorway to our final rematch with—
it would be so easy to make the mistake of, like, forgetting to use an Ether or something like that and just, like, walking through the door and you've got no PP. I can't imagine, like, being in the stream in this moment, like, watching after all, like, 10 straight days of streaming and all of that, coming up to this moment, and then be like, oh, forgot Ether. Yikes, boys.
With Asprey.
And this is where it all comes to an end. No human being has the willpower to survive Viridian Forest power leveling twice in one lifetime. There will be no more VG myths. When people think of Pokemon challenge runs, they will think only of me. I'm about to end your entire career.
One-shot Pidgeot with Thunderbolt. One-shot Alakazam with Swift. One-shot Rhydon with Bubble Beam. One-shot Arcanine with Thunderbolt. And swap to Etika for one final AI loop against Exeggutor.
Yeah.
Hold on there, champ. You just made a critical mistake. While good AI makes me prefer super effective moves, there's another AI modifier that's given quintuple priority. I'll never use moves that inflict status ailments against a player that already has one, even if it's super effective. I'm not stupid enough to use Hypnosis on a Pokemon that's already asleep.
Yo, Pick Asprey! It's your chance to end his run! No, don't do it!
Instead, I'll always either use Barrage or Stomp. You're completely open to take damage on the next turn. The run is officially over.
Bro, this sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Like protagonist moment where they like explain everything that's happening. They're like, draw your last pathetic card so I can end this, Yugi. You don't know that my card allows me to draw 2 cards, which will then allow me to activate the effect of my monster, which will allow me to activate another effect, which allows me to draw 1 more card and activate the effect of my spell card in my trap card graveyard, which will allow me to activate this effect. It's over!
Close, Asprey, but as an AI trainer, you've still got one last weakness for me to take advantage of. You're a dirty cheater pumpkin eater. The AI doesn't simply choose its move at the start of the turn like the player does. If the player moves first, the AI—
It chooses it, after you choose your move, which is nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
I will wait to make its final move decision afterward, meaning there's one more loophole that can get us out of this. The Pokeflute functions in battle as an infinitely reusable awakening. Use it to wake Nidorino up, thus removing its status ailment. Since Nidorino's status is normal, Asprey is forced to cheat and make an otherwise impossible move decision.
He's forced to cheat. I love that phrase. Well, looks like I have to, dude. I'm forced to cheat.
Hypnosis.
Well, I guess this is what I get for completely disregarding the rules of the game.
Since opponent trainers don't have to worry about PP, we're now effectively unbeatable. It's only a matter of time until Hypnosis misses, letting us gradually set up our combo. Obliterate Executor, select Horn Drill once again, gather your thoughts, and make gaming history by absolutely annihilating Blastoise and crowning yourself the untouchable Pokemon champion. The Pokemon Mr. Perfect Run is mission complete.
That's ridiculous, man. That's actually insane.
After all is said and done, I have to say this run was an unforgettable experience. If you'd like to try it out yourself, don't. Please, this is a very bad idea. Seriously, if a challenge run is giving you literal nightmares, it has passed thoroughly into unhealthy territory.
He did
Do
it!
a challenge run. I always encourage doing challenge runs. Just don't do this one. Please, you deserve better.
And if you want to see more of me, you can head on over to my channel where I make all sorts of different videos, many of which feature me exploiting the mechanics of different Pokemon games in the form of challenges and softlocks. But that's all I have to say here. Peace out.
Plus, a quick shout out to everybody whom my Pokemon were named after. Sieve Gaming the Charizard, Small Ant the Abra, Skip the Tutorial the Beedrill, Watch Mojo the Metapod, Nathaniel Bandy the Jolteon, Mayro the Doduo, Nick Robinson the Kangaskhan, Still Gaming the Hitmonlee, and Chat the Lapras.
Chat!
Links to all their channels
Chat, you
are
were
in
in
the
it!
description. Plus,
You were in the
a personal
video.
thank you to Etika. I like to think you would have thought this was cool. Couldn't have done this without you.
That's very respectful.
And finally,
I like
special
that.
thanks to all Patreon backers, including Andrew Seibert, the friendly resident of Subcon Forest.
And there we
Mrs.
go.
Segman.
That was sick. Honestly, this guy, he does absolutely insane challenges like this. I mean, just look at his channel. Look at this channel. Can you beat Ratchet and Clank with only a wrench? That's just the newest video. If you go to the most popular ones, that's not even the most popular video on this channel. Just look at this. Can you beat Super Mario 3D World without jumping? Can you beat Super Mario Odyssey without jumping? Can you beat Breath of the Wild without climbing? Like, this is insane. Can you beat Splatoon without firing the hero shot? Don't even know what that is, man. But that sounds pretty wacky. But hey, we recorded this entire reaction on twitch.tv/Patterrz live because it was one of those videos that I wanted to do a reaction to, but it's a little bit too long for me to do in like an edited video. So I was like, I'll do the best of both worlds. Instead of having nothing, we'll have this as like an additional video, like additional content, which is kind of nice too. Also, you should come and watch our streams because we like hanging out. Isn't that right, chat? We love hanging out here. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. See you guys next time. Bye. Thank you so much to our Twitch subs and YouTube members of the day. Remember, if you are a YouTube member or a Twitch subscriber, that both gives you access to the sub Discord, and I appreciate you supporting the channel. Thank you so much, guys.